Hi everyone, welcome to Photo News and Reviews. Today I want to talk to you about a camera that, whilst it's not new to the market, I think it still offers fantastic value for money for people wanting to make the leap to DSLR photography. It's the Canon 1100D, or in the States they call it the T3. Let's take a look. Okay, so this was actually announced back in 2011, so it's by no means new, and even then it was the entry-level body. So not surprising, the specs are a little bit lacking by today's 2012 standards, but this comes in at under $400 for the body. That's an incredibly good price to be being able to step up into the world of DSLR photography, and they've incorporated a whole range of different features and menu items which make it easier for you for people transitioning from point and shoot to DSLR photography. Have to remember that not everyone has years of experience or has been using pro gear. This represents a big step up for a lot of people, and the feature set, I think, is well-rounded and well aimed at that part of the market. So let's actually take a look through the different features on the camera whilst we talk about the specs. So the 1100D has a 12.2 megapixel imaging sensor. It's their DX with a 1.6 time crop factor. And as I said, it's their basic entry-level model. As with all the DSLRs, it does have a decent pop-up flash, and you can see for a small camera that does actually extend a fair bit away from the imaging sensor. Checking out the rear of this one, you can see it's got a 2.7-inch TFT screen, but it's only 230,000K, which is incredibly low by today's standards, and it was quite entry-level even, a year ago when this guy came out. Now, whilst this is relatively light, it has grown in size from previous generations, and there is some steel in the chassis of the body. It's not 100% plastic, which is a good thing. Taking a look at the back of the feature layout, I do really like the buttons. They're big and easy to find. There's several buttons there that give you direct access to menu items, which are great to have on all cameras, whether they're entry level or high end. Taking a look at the top, you can see it's got a really detailed mode dial there. It's got all your manual settings, but then it's got a bunch of creative mode options that you expect on lower end bodies, which help you get the shot without necessarily knowing all the features you need to achieve it. Taking a look at the side of this guy, you can see it's got USB, HDMI, and it's got the input terminal to put a remote trigger. The other side is actually blank because, unlike most cameras that have their card compartment here, this one has it in with the battery like you'd expect on a point and shoot camera. And speaking of batteries, this one's only 860 milliamp hours, which is really quite low for a DSLR. That translates to fewer shots per charge. It does 720p video, not the full HD, ISO range of 100 to 6400. It's got 13 different shooting modes. It has the same metering as the 70, which is fantastic. The shutter speed goes from 1/4000th of a second through to 30 seconds with bulb mode, and it'll sync up to 1/200th of a second. This one's maximum shooting speed is 3 frames per second. Okay, so as I say, you get what you pay for. It doesn't have full HD video, it's lacking several different controls, but I do think it offers a fantastic stepping stone between from a compact camera or a point and shoot or maybe even a mirrorless to getting into the world of DSLR photography, and they make it easy for you with the intuitive button layout and the menu options. It seems funny if you've been in the game for a few years to say only 12 megapixel, because it wasn't that long ago that the Nikon D3S was a 12 megapixel camera, that, still Canon and Nikon's flagship sports cameras are 16 and 18 megapixels. So there's nothing wrong with 12 megapixel. The image performance of this is quite good. It's the entry level camera. You don't expect it to be class leading. But I do think it offers, a nice stepping stone, as I say, for people wanting to get into DSLR photography. So please leave me any questions or comments. If you own one of these and you've got some personal experiences to share, go ahead. Love to hear all of that. Please click to like and subscribe and share this with anyone that you think might be interested, and I'll see you soon for more photo news and reviews. If you're wondering why I'm sporting this sexy Magnum PI style mustache, it's for Movember. I've got a team going. You can donate. There's a link in the caption below. It raises money for men's health. Really appreciate it. Thanks.